Humans discovered a head and tried to activate its cells with an electric current. As the current gradually increased, the head unexpectedly opened its eyes. The scientists immediately panicked and tried to lower the current, but it was already too late. The face of the head began to twist violently, and then black blood started to flow out. Seeing that the situation was out of control, the scientists quickly placed it into a sealed chamber. The person in charge of the research was named Amy. She compared the head's DNA with that of humans and found that the two were highly similar. This major discovery provided key evidence for her theory, suggesting that this head was very likely an ancestor of humans. Billions of years ago, a white alien came to Earth. He was left alone and watched the spacecraft leave with a complicated expression. Then, he opened the container in front of him and drank all the black liquid inside. Soon, his body began to collapse, and his genes continuously broke down. His shattered body fell into a river, and upon contact with water, it produced a reaction. The genes began to recombine, cells divided rapidly, and the seed of life was born on Earth. Thousands of years later, a spacecraft named Prometheus carried scientists into deep space. The group entered hibernation, leaving only an android named David to maintain the ship's daily operations. After 2 years of travel, everyone finally reached their destination. David woke them up and played a holographic image. It turned out that this mission was funded by a wealthy businessman with the purpose of finding the creators of humans, known as the engineers. As soon as they stepped onto the planet, they discovered that the environmental structure here was very similar to that of Earth. Jimmy even found a huge fortress that seemed to be built by humans. After entering the fortress, the air became directly breathable. Everyone was extremely excited because this meant there might be life similar to humans here. While everyone was busy investigating, David discovered a strange stone tablet. He casually moved it a few times and suddenly triggered a holographic image. A group of giants were frantically running for their lives, as if escaping from something extremely terrifying. One of the giants was left behind and had his head crushed by a falling stone door.
We found them.
David activated a mechanism based on the text on the stone tablet. The door slowly opened, revealing a narrow chamber. On the platform was a strange human head statue, and below it were neatly arranged containers. Everyone was busy dealing with the giant's head, and only David noticed that black liquid was seeping out of those containers. At this moment, the captain sent an urgent message. A huge storm was about to arrive. Everyone immediately evacuated, but no one noticed that David quietly put one of the containers into his bag. When they walked out of the fortress, the storm had already arrived, with yellow sand filling the sky. Everyone ran desperately and finally returned to the spacecraft. David opened the container he had secretly brought back and took out several small green bottles. He gently broke one open, and a drop of black liquid appeared on his finger.
Small beginning.